Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Cash, and today I am excited to announce that me and my friend Hawkside are going to be creating a new community map that will allow everyone to participate in it. So the theme of this community map that me and Hawkside have thought up is a main street, kind of an older town but not too old, and each store on the street will be made by a different community map maker. There will be 3 different sizes of stores. There will be the small, medium, and large. There will be rules and regulations and exceptions to each store depending on what you want your store to be made of. And when I say store, I don't mean it has to be a grocery store or a pizzeria. It can be anything you want. You can have a mechanic shop, you can have it as an office building, or like what I'm doing a cafe, just a classic cafe, boring as all hell. It's like you can make it a 2-bedroom apartment if you want. You can make it a condo or just any idea that you want. The 3 prefabs will be in the description for you to download, all 3 different ones. The prefabs are just the walls of where you can build, just anywhere inside of that. I'll show a picture of my cafe on screen right now, and as you can see, there's the front porch where it's missing, and it's just because the wall is around doesn't mean you have to build within the wall limits. You can cut some out, and you can put a roof over it, do whatever you want. So me and Hawkside have came up with a few rules to the map that everyone should abide by. So the first rule is the creator must build within the limits of the prefab they have chosen. So if you get the biggest prefab, because most people are probably going to want more room to build their building, you have to stay within the limits. You can build inwards, but you can't build outwards. So let's say the biggest prefab is 2 stories tall. So let's say you just want a 1-story building where you're allowed to go on the roof. That's fine. That's okay. As long as you're just sitting in the limits, you're okay. So rule 2, the entrance and exit of the buildings must be on a wall, not on the roof or floor. So we don't want you making it so you have to climb a ladder on the side of your building and then drop through on the floor. We don't want that. We just want a classic entrance and exit. We don't want it to be on the roof or the floor. Rule 3, if chosen a medium or large prefab, creator may not add a perk machine, only a small prefab is allowed. Me and Hawk assumed that because of the bigger building has more room, people are going to want it more, so you can't have a perk machine in it. Only the small prefab is allowed to have a perk machine, just because it gives you less room to build with, so then you have the privilege of having a perk machine because you've chosen the small one and you're not just greedy and wanting a lot of room, so to speak. Now rule 4 is that medium or large stores are allowed to have a wall buy that the creator wants in the store. So if you want a wall buy of a weapon, any custom weapon you want, we'll port it over and we will get it up in there. We're trying to give you as much freedom as we can with building your store or creation, whatever you want to call it. The background footage that's been running the whole time is just a quick build that Hawkside threw together to show you kind of what the town would be like. On all the prefabs there is a doorway, and you don't have to have the door there. You can put it on any wall you want. I just put it there as just a representation of it being a building so you can look inside of it, or if you just want to, I don't know, default go inside of it without even doing anything. You can move the door anywhere which way you want. You can have it as big as you want as long as there is a doorway. Also, your building, it doesn't always have to be long ways, it can be sideways. Like mine is sideways so that it's long going down the street and not long going back. So you can turn them sideways and have them that way if you'd like. Alright, so now I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the prefab in case you don't know, and how to put it in the map and edit it. First thing you're going to want to do is load up the BO3 mod tools, right click on any map and do open map folder just so you can get to the folder. Once you're in the folder, click on Call of Duty Black Ops 3 towards the top. After you get to the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 folder, from clicking it up top, you want to come down to your map source folder, into _ prefabs, and then whichever one you open up, that's where you're going to have to find it in Radiant. I'll explain that in a minute, but I just shoved most of mine into ZM, and they're already in here, but you can load up another folder where you've downloaded the prefabs, and you can pick which ones you want and you just drag and drop them in. Like if I want to put the medium store in, just drag and drop. It's already in there, so it's asking me to replace it. Once we're in Radiant, we go to Prefab Browser. If you don't know how to get to it, you right click up here and then come down to Prefab Browser, And once again, we put it in the ZM, and they're all right here. Large, medium, and small store. But it's as simple as that, as adding a prefab. This is the building that I'm working on right now. Alright, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope to see your store in our map, and I will see you in the next video.